This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. We're live at Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One, which means we're in the kitchen and it's time for our cooking segment. And what we're making today is just perfect because it's going to be a little chilly outside. It's going to be cold tomorrow. And what better way to enjoy a cold day than soup?
Tomato
Right?
soup.
We have Alana Preussner here this morning with us, and you're going to teach us how to make a cream of tomato soup and, of course, what better way? Grilled cheese to go with
Absolutely. Well, they kind of have to go together. It's like peanut butter and jelly.
Exactly.
Right. So what we're making first is a roux.
it. Okay.
That's R-O-U-X, and that's 4 tablespoons of butter, 4 tablespoons of flour.
Okay.
And I cooked it for a few minutes until it's a light caramel color.
Okay.
You don't want to get much darker than that. This is just about going to turn.
Okay.
So now I put in a teaspoon of soda, baking soda. Which
Okay.
sounds kind of weird, but it's what helps keep the tomatoes from curdling the milk.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you put that in, and then you just whisk like crazy. So let's put this back on heat. Ella, you want to mix there?
Sure.
And next what we're going to do is chop up some whole tomatoes.
Sure.
Just buy them in a can like
Right.
this at the local store. You can also buy diced tomatoes if you're totally lazy, but basically I don't think they taste as good.
Sure.
They're less flavorful.
And you've got quite a little tool here.
Yeah, it's a little chopper.
Look at that guy. And then you just put them in a container and just push down on it.
Right tools for the job.
That's right.
Yeah, so what we've made here is a so-called bechamel sauce. It's
Okay.
white
Bechamel.
sauce. White sauce.
Okay.
And the French call this one of the mother sauces.
Okay.
So you can make everything from this sauce.
Oh.
And it's a really handy thing to know how to do.
All right.
So this is my mother's recipe for soup.
Well, thank
So
you for
we do this.
sharing it with our viewers.
Let's add the tomatoes.
Okay. Keep stirring.
Yep. And let's change our stirring implement. There's a wooden spoon in that pan behind you, Ella.
Okay.
Because your whisk will get all gunked up if you use
Oh,
it.
sure.
Go ahead and turn that back on.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. And then
And
what's our...
so now we just let this thicken and we stir it so it doesn't stick on the bottom.
Okay.
All right.
And then, so while I'm stirring this, or what else are we going to talk about?
We're going to do some seasoning.
I
and
love this.
Here's my super fancy salt. I'm not going to use a measuring spoon. What a drag. I just measured in the palm of my hand.
That's right.
That's a teaspoon of salt.
There you go.
By the way, I always use unsalted butter so that I can
Add your own
control.
amount of salt. There
Yeah.
you go. That's a
And
great idea.
let's say about a half a teaspoon of freshly cracked pepper.
There we go.
And just for the fun of it, I'm putting in half a teaspoon of celery seed.
Okay.
And that gives it a nice celery flavor.
Okay,
You
good.
can also, if you would like to, whack up some celery, just chop it fine,
Okay.
quarter to a half a cup.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And you can also do chopped up like a half an onion and
Okay.
saute it separately.
So you could add basically whatever
You could
vegetables
add
you'd
whatever
really
you
like
want
to
to
spice
it.
it up with.
Yeah. What I love about this soup is that it's just basic and delicious the way it is.
Now, do you want to bring this to a boil or no? Okay.
Just keep it below the boil, but
Okay.
let it thicken.
Okay.
Okay.
And
All right.
it will as you keep stirring it.
Okay.
And then along with it, of course, you have to have a grilled cheese sandwich.
All right.
I mean, it's sort of un-American not to,
Do you
right?
want to go ahead and maybe teach me how to make a grilled cheese sandwich? Because I always tend to burn mine really, really bad.
Okay.
So,
My basic method is not the low-fat one.
okay.
So basically you have however many pieces of sturdy bread.
Okay.
So none of that mushy stuff that you can
Right,
squish in your
right.
fist. Yeah, this is sturdy.
Almost like a Texas toast style
yeah,
bread.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not too thick.
Okay.
And basically you butter it on one side,
Okay.
flip it over, butter it on the other side.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And I do this on a wooden board so that I can get it off the board.
Sure.
And then you just put your cheese on there, whatever you like. And I'm because I love you both, I made this fancy. This is Havarti cheese.
Ooh, look at that.
Danish
Oh,
cheese with
Danish
dill,
cheese, oh.
dill in it. Yes. But the reason I use it is it's a wonderful melting cheese. But you can use American
That's good-
cheese,
that's good to know.
mozzarella, whatever
Sure.
you like.
That's good to know.
And then just put it between the slices of bread, put it on a griddle, and watch it.
All right.
carefully.
So don't walk away, which is
Yeah,
usually what I
yeah.
do.
And turn them often.
Okay.
I just keep flipping mine over.
good to
And
know.
you get a nice toasty outside and delicious melty on the inside.
Okay.
Can't beat it.
Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to continue stirring this, and then hopefully by the time we come back from break, we'll have the finished product.
Absolutely.
And welcome back. If you're just joining us, we're live from Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One with Alana, and she just showed us how to make her mom's homemade tomato soup. So for our guests that are just tuning in right now, can we recap the ingredients really quickly?
Of course, make a roux with 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, add 4 tablespoons of flour, and add a teaspoon of soda and 2 cups of milk.
Okay.
Then a 28-ounce can of whole tomatoes all chopped up. And the ingredient, of course, I forgot to put in about a tablespoon of tomato paste. I like this stuff in a tube because it's easy to use, and then you don't waste a whole can of tomatoes sauce or paste for just 1 tablespoon. And then salt, pepper, and I add celery seed.
Which I like.
Yeah, you can also add onion if you'd like.
And the important thing is not when you mix all the ingredients together, not to bring it to a boil.
Right, right.
Okay.
You want to cook your roux, that is the butter and flour mixture, till it gets kind of light caramel colored.
Okay.
Then add your milk and let it thicken, but do not boil it.
Okay.
And then add the tomatoes and so on. This is so dead simple.
Yes.
I had to basically stop myself though and measure, because I never measure this stuff. So for you, I want you to know I measured
All right, thank you.
so that I can pass this on. And then I garnish it with some parsley. I froze this last fall.
Oh,
This
wow.
is flat leaf parsley from my garden.
Look at that.
And you know about the color wheel, right? So red and green together, they enhance each other. So I figure we eat first with our eyes.
This is delicious.
Is it?
Yeah.
He's been eating the whole entire time.
Amazing. The grilled cheese sandwich was delicious. The tomato soup is delicious.
And this is something I think probably everybody ought to
Amazing.
know how
Oh,
to do.
so
you
good.
probably live on this stuff. But if you had fancy cheese, you can live better.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And this is perfect for today or tomorrow because we're going to have some cooler temperatures.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for sharing your mom's recipe. We'll go ahead and post it on our website at heartlandconnection.com. Just click on the Good Morning Heartland tab at the top of the homepage. We hope you have a fabulous weekend, and we'll see you right back here Monday morning at 5:30 a.m.